What's up, guys? Adam Ronin here. We have found some of our newest favorite indie developers here. Guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves and your company.
My name's Tim Rapp.
And I'm Jay Mattis.
And we're with High Horse Entertainment.
Cool. And what are you here showcasing here at 16?
So we made a game called Disc Jam. It's sort of a throwback to some of our old arcade favorites, just a mishmash of sort of, tennis meets frisbee, and there's like a lot of like old style arcade favorites you'll find in there. Yeah.
And how long have you guys been in development on this project?
I think we started around August, and so that makes it almost a year, coming up on a year.
And what about High Horse as a whole? How long has that been a thing? And maybe a little bit of where you guys came from.
Absolutely. So Jay and I, we've been AAA with Activision for about 10 years each. Been on Call of Duty Black Ops, Tony Hawk, Guitar Hero, and about a little more than a year and a half ago, we went independent to sort of focus on online-centric titles. We were online guys our whole careers and really want to focus on bringing arcade-style gameplay in a very, very robust, fluid online environment. So we kind of felt that there weren't a lot of games out there that paid service to sort of these really fun, really classic arcade games, but had like the airtight networking that would sort of, you can just ask any of these guys at EVO. It's like there's very, very, very specific about how they like their online play. They don't want to lose anything online. And so being specialists in that arena, we want to sort of make our company about that.
Yeah, so we spent about a year working on the networking technology behind Disc Jam before we even started working on it or knew what it was going to be. And just working on something that's going to do everything that he just said, fast-paced arcade gameplay without latency, killing the experience.
And that's like a huge problem with the industry, especially with fighting games here and all these players, that latency in online play is completely key. So it's nice to hear that you spent the time building the infrastructure first. And you guys are in pre-alpha now, is what you hear on the
right. Yeah, we have our pre-alpha online right now. If you go to www.discjamgame.com, you can sign up for free. It's open. You'll get a Steam key, and our playtest numbers have been growing every week. It's been really fun to see how much people are adopting it all over the world. We have communities in Germany, France, Portugal, so it's been really exciting to see people gravitating to what we're building. But yeah, just to go back to what you're saying, like it's so fun to be at EVO here. It's our first EVO, and people are so well informed about prediction algorithms, rollback. It's because it affects so much what they're doing here at the tournament. So, it's just really exciting to see a really knowledgeable crowd, talk about the kind of stuff that we focus on so heavily.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's one of the few places we've been where we come and everyone immediately gets exactly what we're doing. Yeah. And that's great. Yeah.
Fan response been like the last couple of days? People are digging it?
It's been so good. I mean, it's kind of been too good to be true. We ended up had a lot of requests where you guys put a tournament on, do a tournament. So we threw a tournament together this morning. Signups have been going on for about an hour and a half, and we're already over 60 signups. And we're like, so now we're trying to get together more PlayStations so we can have a bigger, kind of wider array, so we can do two pools. But it's just been really, everyone says the FGC is a harsh crowd. I mean, the FGC is an intelligent crowd, but they've been warm and receptive and really, really just nice to each other, nice to us. It's been such a everyone is it's my turn, and it's been very, very calm. And we had a line going for the last 2 days, 12 hours yesterday, 12 hours today, a line for the entirety of it, and it's just been really polite, really warm. It's been a wonderful experience.
Yeah, this is our first EVO, and it's just been such a cool community. I get it now.
Yeah, I totally get it.
And that's the thing. Everyone always says they're very harsh, but you said it right. They're intelligent, and that's where the difference is, because they know what they want, they know what's good, and if their games don't hit it, that's where they're guys.
Oh, they'll kill you. I mean, we were nervous coming in. We're they're going to hammer us. You know what I mean? It's too simple. It's not deep enough. There's not the skill curve we want. But it's just been where can I get this? You know what I mean? So it's been really exciting to kind of
immediately just okay, yeah, I get everything that this is. Let's go into the details.
Yeah.
What's the optimal play, which we love, and that's been
it's way more fun to talk about so the high level stuff. Are you guys gonna have ranked? That's a different question than tell me about the networking. How does it roll back? That's the kind of stuff that we can talk about all day.
So I guess you might not be ready to talk about it, but in terms of modes, how much content are you willing to offer in single player and multiplayer?
So we're gonna have 1v1 and 2v2. You can play regular casual matches online. You can play ranked matches. You can also play local. You can do any combo. So you can play so when you play locally, it splits the screen vertically, so you can play, for example, 2v2. Me and him on the couch playing ranked leagues against other people online, the whole deal. For single player, I think we're not sure yet, but what we're probably going to try to do is some sort of Mortal Kombat style thing where you kind of knock guys off in a ladder.
Increasingly difficult, yeah.
We definitely want to have practice dummies, if you want to practice your lob returns, or you can set them at different things. So.
And mini games might be a thing that we think makes sense. Mini games to sort of train with. We think in the Mario Tennis vein kind of makes sense. practice your curves, practice your analog curves, practice your digital curves, that kind of stuff. We think makes a lot of sense.
Well, I think we're all very excited about it, and I guess my final question is, when can players expect a final release?
So this winter, we haven't nailed down a release month, but we definitely want to avoid that big AAA marketing push because we're just a two-man team. Our whole company is two guys. We don't have a publisher. We're self-published, so we want to make sure we're smart about how an independent game like this gets into the marketplace. So we're going to be ready this winter. What month we really land on is something we're working out right now with Sony and just the product release side. So winter 2016, early 2017 for Disc Jam.
Awesome. Guys, check out the websites in the description below. And Disc Jammers, guys, so much. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time.
All right, absolutely.
Cool.
Thank you.